Christine? You need to see this.
What is it? Granddad?
I'm so sorry, darling. It says the funeral is tonight. If we leave now, we might make it.
Christine, Vigo, you made it. I didn't realize the news would travel so fast. You didn't have to drop everything to get here. I have it all under control.
It's hard to believe he is gone. Can you tell us what happened?
A fire broke out, and I had no way of getting to him. I barely made it out myself. The details are a little fuzzy. They found this crest on him. It may be important, so it's best you have it. I'll give the two of you some privacy. Please, take your time. I must return to Charles' estate. I have a lot to do.
Dear Christine, I hope this letter reaches you in time. A shadowed figure has been stalking me at every corner, and I fear for my life. I have a feeling this could somehow relate to my past, but this I cannot be sure of. Please hurry to Haven Rock before it's too late. Love.
Christine, there's smoke coming out of those urns. It's getting so cold. I'm going to get us out of here. The door is frozen shut. We need something with force to open it.
He made me feel so special, like I was the only thing that mattered. It felt exciting and new, and my world was completely perfect. We would dine and dance all night. But soon reality came crashing down on me. You see, I'm pregnant. I know I must face him now. I can't run away from the truth any longer. I must tell Charles of my betrayal. I can only hope he'll forgive me.
Quick thinking, sweetheart. That was close. Oh, sir, are you all right?
I'll be fine. I heard a commotion in the chapel and tried to open the door when it exploded.
We're very sorry. My wife and I were trapped inside the chapel. Say, didn't we see you leaving the funeral?
Yes, I was there. Charles and I go way back. My name is Grayson.
So you knew him well. Did you ever get the sense that Charles was in danger?
He didn't mention anything of the sort, but I didn't see him near the end. His caretaker often told me he wasn't home.
Lily would know more about Charles than anyone. Perhaps we ought to speak with her, Christine.
Well, if you're looking for Charles's estate, you'll find it just past the cemetery gate.
Did you see Lily in the window? That must be Charles' estate.
Christine in Vigo. What can I do for you?
Lily, we'd like to ask you a few questions about Charles.
Come on in, then. Make yourselves at home, and I'll meet you in the parlor.
Lily, did you notice Charles acting strangely at all during the last few weeks?
He seemed very tired and anxious during his final weeks, and more dejected than usual, like he carried a heavy burden.
A burden? Did he ever say anything about it?
Well, he wouldn't admit it to me, but I think. Oh, what's with the visitors today? Just a minute.
Lily, those flowers are ticking! Give them to me quickly! Christine, are you all right? I can't believe that nearly. Lily? She must have fainted. Help me move her onto the couch. She was about to tell us something important. We've got to revive her.
Charles ran through the house again this afternoon, slamming the door, securing every lock behind him. He walked right past me without a word, not even glancing in my direction. He was looking around frantically for something or someone. And he bolted upstairs, locking himself in his study. I can hear him talking to himself. I'm worried about him.
Of course I knew what they were doing. I had known for months, but I didn't want to accept it. Was I really so terrible a husband? And with him, of all people, is it even possible to forgive and forget such an act?
I can't believe Charles died in here. Well, I'm so sorry, love. I know this must be really hard on you.
That shadowy figure has been stalking me for 2 weeks now. Though it's been a few days since I last saw him. Who is he? I'm convinced he's the one who tampered with the elevator and my car. If I wasn't so alert, I'd be dead by now. I can't let my guard down. Wait, what was that?
What happened? Oh, those flowers. Seems I owe my life to you two.
Before Charles died, he sent Christine a letter suggesting that someone was threatening his life. Lily, what secret was he hiding that was worth killing for?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to break my promise, but now that it's come to light, I did a favor for Charles' ex-wife, Birdie. Back when she was still married to Charles, Birdie asked me to send a package for her, but without telling Charles. She even promised me a portion of the estate. How could I refuse? At the time, my brother Devon was harbor master, so I entrusted him to deliver the package. Unfortunately, Devon's career was ruined when Charles found out.
Do you think Devon held a grudge against Charles?
I don't think so. I've hardly seen Devon since the incident.
Thanks for your time, Lily. Christine, let's go to the pier and speak with Devon about the package.
Oh, please take this key before you go. It's for the case in Charles' study.
Look there, Christine. That must be Devon. Let's follow him onto the boat. Devon, we need to talk to you. We have a question about your old friend, Charles.
Charles and I haven't spoken in years.
We know your sister gave you a package without telling Charles, and it is somehow related to his death. What was in the package?
Package? It wasn't just a package. It was a baby.
What was that?
The ship's taking on water. If we don't get out of here, we'll drown.
The ship is sinking. We have to get out of here, and fast.
Someone jammed the door from the other side! We'll have to find another way.
I can't believe Lily had the nerve to ask me to do such a thing. I owe my sister a favor, and that inheritance could help her financially. But should I? Can I really turn a blind eye while shipping a child like some discarded crate? Anyway, it's not just me I should be thinking of. Birdie said this would help Charles, too. He is my friend. I'd be doing this for him most of all.
We're getting very good at these escape attempts, Christine, but I'm truthfully very worried. Devin obviously wasn't the one who murdered your grandfather.
Of course I didn't murder anybody. Charles wasn't wrong to turn me in after hiding his wife's baby. I would do anything to help Lily, and she came to me in desperation. Birdie promised her a portion of the estate. And when you're just a servant... Lily and I have regretted our involvement for over 40 years. It was a terrible thing to do to a child.
This is the second time Christine and I escaped a dangerous situation. And before we came to you, someone tried to kill your sister as well. Someone is trying to silence those involved with the baby's disappearance. Now that we know that Birdie was the mother, perhaps it's time to track her down. Oh my God, Christine, it's your grandmother. Oh, we can't enter the room without protecting ourselves. We have to hurry to get to her, Christine.
Birdie dropped by this morning, and I still can't fathom what she wanted. She wants me to help her send away her own son. Is this some test of loyalty? She can't be serious, can she? How could she even consider abandoning him? I thought at least Charles would stand against such an act, but she's convinced it will help him. It's horrible, I know, but I must admit, her proposition is tempting. She even promised me a portion of the inheritance, which would solve all my financial problems. What should I do? I'll talk to my brother. I can count on him.
Thank you both. I cannot tell you what was going through my head. I thought...
Birdie, we know about the child you gave away. Someone is trying to kill everyone who is involved.
You think it's me? Why would you think that?
You've kept the child's secret all these years, so it seems pretty obvious why you'd want to silence everyone.
I did not kill Charles, and I am not a murderer. Giving up my child tore me apart. But if I hadn't, Charles and Samson would have fought over him.
Why would they do that?
Samson was the child's biological father, but Charles was willing to raise the child and give him a good home.
Would Samson not have given the child a good home?
Samson, he may have been a great man and a wonderful lover, but he would have been a terrible father. He can be greedy, selfish, and possessive. He was viciously jealous of Charles and me.
Sounds like Samson is our man. Where do we find him?
He tends to reminisce about his printing press, so you might run into him there. Here, this will help you get into town.
Oof! Watch where you're going, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grayson. That was clumsy of me. I didn't even see him there.
I must send him away. I know Charles promised to love him as his own, but I can see the truth in his eyes. He'll always remind Charles of Samson, and he'll stand as a constant reminder of my mistakes. My son deserves a fresh start, and so do I. I've got to do this quickly and in secret. Perhaps if I offer Lily some of my inheritance, she would help me.
I'm still upset that Birdie didn't ask me about our kid. Charles is one thing, but I thought she trusted me. Well, apparently not, because even though Charles left, she still turned me down. Those were all her decisions. She can't blame me. You know, I bet she thinks Charles will come crying back to her. With him still there, she can't move on. The only way she'll truly be free is to get rid of him. And I know just the way.
We're too late. First Charles, and now Samson. We should take a look around the room. There must be clues here that will point us in the right direction.
Being with Birdie makes me feel like a kid again. I love how she makes me feel. I must admit, pursuing her took much longer than I anticipated, but I had no doubt that she would eventually fall for my charms. And I can't wait until she leaves Charles for good. Then we don't have to meet in secret anymore. Perhaps I should just talk to Charles myself. He needs to accept the inevitable.
After arriving at Haven Rock, I located Samson's printing press. It was there that I could enact my final revenge on Charles. Surprisingly, I developed a fondness for chemicals. I love their raw power, freezing flesh to the point of breaking, eating through even the strongest metals, their fires burning pure and bright. In my hands, they became the perfect tools. With them, I could make them all pay.
We're all going up in flames.
Oh, my goodness, it's Birdie. She's trapped.
Welcome, viewers. I hope you're excited for tonight's show. Birdie, buried alive, lost and alone with no one to help her.
just as I was when she sent me to an orphanage more than 40 years ago. What kind of mother sends her child away? Then one day, I received a letter from Samson, and I understood how unloved I was. Abandoned as a child by my own mother, unknown to her family, I ceased to exist to those who should have cared for me. So I killed Charles and Samson, and Birdie's next. I'll kill everyone who had what I didn't. The two of you can't stop me.
We made it out. We really need to stop getting ourselves into situations like this. I'm not feeling too well. Maybe it was all that smoke. I'll be all right. But we have to stop Grayson. It looks like he and Birdie might have gone underground. Let's start searching in the cemetery. sorry, Christine. I just need a moment. Oh, my aching body. Can we take a vacation when this is over? These adventures are bad for our health.
As Charles burned before me, all I could think about was the Last Hope Orphanage. I hated that place too. I hated those kids, discarded by the adults who grew tired of them. I admit, some of them reminded me too much of myself, but the others just endlessly tormented me. Even the faculty there behaved how I imagined my real parents had. I suppose this is why I had no remorse after burning it down either. Perhaps the only person worth anything to me was Samson. He used the power of his printing press to hide me, parading my death along with all the others that night. He was very useful indeed.
Absurd. How could she possibly think I would approve of that? I forgave her for her infidelity. I was even prepared to raise that boy as my own, but I just can't imagine why she would do that to him. I can understand how Lily got involved, but Devon, whom I loved like a brother, what he has done is unforgivable. I finally located my son. It took many years and lots of money, but it will all pay off very soon. My printing press has put me in a bit of debt, but I'll deal with it later. My plan is at last coming together perfectly. All that's left to do is to convince the kid that Charles is his dad, and that it was Charles who abandoned him at that orphanage. It's all too easy. The kid finally opened up to me. He seems pleased with the article I wrote about him. I couldn't let anyone find out he survived the fire, especially Charles. I can't let anyone discover he's my kid either. Although I'm enjoying this scheme with him, I can't have any emotion deter me from my goal. Soon, Birdie will be free of Charles forever.
Christine, we found Birdie. Quick, we have to help her out before it's too late.
Even after my father, dearest Charles, burned alive, it did not rid me of the hatred buried deep inside me. If anything, it ignited it more. After all, my whole family abandoned me. They're all to blame. Even that caretaker and her brother, the ones who literally shipped me to that hellhole. Even my own mother didn't dare challenge Charles. According to his letter, he held more love for his meddlesome niece than his own son. Maybe I should reunite them. Even Samson, the one man I could count on, has outlived his usefulness. Though I don't hate him, I can't let him live. He knows too much.
Thank you both so much. I thought it was the end of the line for me. I can't believe...
Let's you save her! I had nothing because of her! Please, Grayson, don't do this! You can't do this to me!
I wish I could say I'm happy it's over. But it was my fault all of this happened. I gave away my child. I was so...
You weren't responsible for Grayson's actions, Birdie.
I suppose not. But I could not have been a worse mother to him. I am sorry, Christine, for all that I've put you through. And especially for Charles. I miss him terribly.
Don't worry, Grandma. It's over now. Perhaps this will give us a chance to get to know each other better.
I would very much like that, Christine. You have a kind heart, just like your granddad.